next installment of getting my 33 Dodge on the road. She's driven, I've taken her out a couple times, and it's working out pretty well. The transmission shifting. Next step is to build a shifter. And as you can see, what happens here is the shifter, the stock shifter here, actually comes up and points directly at the seat. It's got to come up like this. And so a couple different things could happen. You could either heat this up and bend it so that way it's got a different degree, and then you got to cut this off anyways and then weld to there. I've tried bending it a few times. I'm not really happy with the way it's going. So what I'm going to do is cut right here, and as much as I don't want to cut the stock shifter, it's going to happen. So I'm going to cut the stock shifter because it already has this curve. I'm going to cut it right there, and it means I can still use my stock shift ball, or shifter handle, whatever you want to call it. And then it's going to be too long after I put it on, so I'm going to have to section this, and I might do it in one piece depending on the circumference and how it looks, if I can weld it and make it look pretty, or I might take two cuts and weld them back together. The good thing is about cutting the stock shifter is that you can always weld it back to the way it was, and it'll be just as good as new. The crummy part is I hate to do it, but it's got to be done so I can have a nice shifter. Anyways, this is where I'm at, and stay tuned. Alright, so here's where I'm at with the shifter. I had to cut the stock 33 shifter, which I wasn't happy about, and I had to cut the stock T5 Borg-Warner shifter, which of course, you know, not a big problem. You can buy those every day everywhere. Where I'm at, I got the shifter welded on, and it has a nice smooth kick. It's in third gear. It's right there above where the seat would sit. You can see. Now my other issue is this: I can't shift into first or second. I can go into third and fourth, but anyway, so now I got to cut this. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to chop it right there, and I'm going to chop it right there. And my shifter's going to be down here, and it's going to be comfortable, hopefully. Now I'm just more of the cosmetic as opposed to the function, because the bottom part, that is where all the tension is going to be. But it shifts into gear very smoothly right now, and that's where I'm at. So we're going to move on to chopping the stick, get it below the steering wheel so I'm allowed to shift into first, second, and third. So stay tuned. Alright, here's what we got. Shifter in, third, second, just off of the line there, off second, reverse. We got all the gears, and it's comfortable. It sits right by here. I got a little bit of body work I got to do to the shifter to make it pretty and painted and such. Otherwise, there you go. 33 Dodge with a T5 Borg-Warner 5-speed, all handled, cut. I had to cut the stock shifter, and what I cut out of it, let's see, can I find a measuring tape in this place? Let's see what I cut out. Altogether, I had to cut roughly 7.5 inches out of the shifter to get it to work where I need it. So there we go.